a sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the fifth-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Memphis wants to move quickly. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Come into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Look out, he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he launches it for a score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Speed kills. This offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the right and to be comfortable, confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Memphis picking up the tempo.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone. And my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of put them out of rhythm.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. He's just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up?
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. Finds a little space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The hand to the running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the play.
Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the 1. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Right out trying to get it. Touchdown! A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Memphis wants to move quickly. He'll do it himself. Kept it on the ground on third down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Hunt is on its way. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He now has 56 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. To throw, it's Maddox. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. There we go! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to clear off this drive. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snaps it in the shotgun. And to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and it's a seam wide open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gashing the D on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Check. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen,
thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when to... Turning it on! Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got some room, it was over.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I love more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's a really nice job by the defender reading the route. And that guy flies off the football. I'm thinking deep, deep, deep. He sits down with that hitch. I sit down with it, too, as a defender, break on the football, and get a hand on it. Nice play.
Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Memphis picking up the tempo. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Oh, he makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers have their offense in high gear.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what?
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. So running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time and get to that first down mark. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it on the outside, it's Watkins. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Cavazos. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point that the offense can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the draw. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Oh, they're after him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Get set, get set.
Going right to work up top. Quickly to the flat to wide receiver screen. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the defense got him at the 27. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Off play action. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 38. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Cater.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Here's a heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the crowd.
And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their group.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down.
Cricket.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Yankee blue. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Working the middle, it's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
A first down run in the red zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Takes a handoff. It's Miranda.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. Nestles it in at the 35. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop. Trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time he's got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? They'll corral that squib kick inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.